Welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. The topic of the evening is the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut and a couple different events that they have coming on, including the Oyster Festival. With me to discuss this evening's topic is Jim Grogan, who is chairman of the Oyster Fest and on the board of directors for the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut. Sir,
good to see you again, Pete, on my annual pilgrimage to the Pete Mezzetti Show to talk about the Oyster Festival.
I know, and I haven't seen you before that.
In days.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So, Jim, can you maybe tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with the Miracle League?
Yes, I was in the U.S. Navy on nuclear-powered submarines and stationed up in Groton, Connecticut. Okay. Me and my wife absolutely fell in love with the shoreline of southeastern Connecticut, just about as everybody does. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up settling here. I worked for Millstone Nuclear Power Station in Waterford for 36 years. And then when I retired, I was looking for some way to give back to the community now that I had more time, wasn't raising a family, wasn't working lots of hours anymore.
Right.
And somebody informed me of this great new charity that was just starting up, which helped children with disabilities get to participate and play sports in a fun way. And so I joined in, it was May of 2018.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got involved in the Miracle League.
Wow, very nice.
And it's been an excellent experience ever since.
Absolutely. Now, tell us a little, and I know we're going to talk about it later today too, but tell us a little bit about the Oyster Festival and how that got started.
The Oyster Festival got started now, this is the 5th, but we had a 2-year off for our COVID break. So it got started about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And it was a combination of looking for something we can do to raise funds and money for the Miracle League because we were building things like baseball fields,
yep,
playgrounds, bathrooms and stuff, and something also for the community. And one of the things we realized in the shoreline area, we didn't have an oyster festival. It just seemed to mesh together perfectly.
Right.
So we got some oyster vendors together, some breweries, some food vendors, and we started the Oyster Festival, and every year we make some changes to improve it.
So this year, when is the Oyster Festival?
Saturday, September 23rd, from 12 noon to 6 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It's at 400 Main Street in downtown Niantic behind St. John's Episcopal Church.
Okay. And what can people expect to see when they come to the Oyster Fest?
All right, we have live bands on the big stage. We pretty much have almost 6 full hours of music, with just small breaks as they're setting up between. We have a kids' corner. In the kids' corner, you have face painting, you have sensory tables, you have activities, you have games, we have the big blue box, and a lot of fun there. We have a cornhole tournament that we run every year, so there's 3 prizes in each of the 2 categories. One category is 12 and under age group, another is greater than 12 years old.
Okay.
And we'll have breweries there. We have our 5 breweries. Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. We have Niantic Public House, Gray Sail Brewing, Outer Light Brewing, 5 churches, and Myrcene Ale. Niantic Public House is one of our large sponsors of the Oyster Fest since we're in their backyard. And Gray Sail Brewing and Outer Light Brewing do a fantastic thing. They 100% donate all of their funds to the Miracle League.
That's right. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah. I actually knew that. Now, can you maybe tell us a little bit about what exactly the Miracle League is?
Okay, the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut provides opportunities with children with physical, cognitive, and developmental challenges to have the opportunity to play team-oriented and recreational activities in an accessible, fun, safe way. Right. And what this also has done kind of ergonomically over the years, it's become put together almost a family. The families get to have new friends, new contacts. Of course, they all have one thing in common. Right. So Miracle League does that. Then overall, the Miracle League throughout the whole world, the thing is every child deserves a chance to play. Right. The very first Miracle League field ever was built in Georgia 23 years ago. Oh, wow. And right after that one was done, they started springing up in different states in the United States. And now, 23 years later, we are all throughout the United States, Canada, Australia, Puerto Rico, and there are over 300,000 kids being provided access by the Miracle Leagues throughout the country and world.
Okay.
The very first Miracle League in Connecticut was in West Hartford, and they opened play in 2012. And that was pretty much put together and coordinated by Rich McCarthy and Mike Michaud.
Yeah.
But they had a little bit different take on it. Most of the Miracle League fields pretty much focused on baseball. They built the special baseball fields, and they ran baseball games. Mike and Rich wanted to do something above and beyond.
Right.
And one of the things they wanted to do was, in their charter, was to mentor other Miracle League organizations in Connecticut to build more fields and have more Miracle League organizations.
Right.
So in 2017, they partnered with Dave Putnam, who at the time was the East Lyme Park and Rec director.
Okay.
And the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut was born to serve families from Guilford up to Pawcatuck. The other thing that they incorporated with us that's different than the Miracle League is we don't just do baseball.
No.
We offer a whole myriad of opportunities and activities for children. Some of the examples are in the spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah.
We obviously do baseball,
Yes.
and we break it up into 3 age groups. There's the 4 to 6-year-olds, there's the 6 to 11-year-olds, and then 12 and above.
Okay.
So there's 3 separate groupings there. We play lacrosse and kickball, and we have lots and lots of volunteers helping with all of these. The baseball, a lot of the local high school baseball teams come and partner with the kids.
Right.
Lacrosse, we have a couple of the local high school lacrosse teams who volunteer, and we have just a ton of volunteers for kickball. Also, we have a Shine adaptive dance program in cooperation with Eastern Connecticut Ballet, and the kids just love that. And we have basketball from January through Monday evenings, which I'm helped coordinate with that. And last year we had something like close to 50 kids from about 15 different towns participating in the basketball program, and that's on Monday nights. And some of our special programs that only happen like once a year. Right now, as we speak, we're doing I Can Bike.
Yeah, I heard that.
I Can Bike is a week-long program every August, every summer, which use adaptive bicycles, which is a special program with specially trained staff, and the kids learn to ride a 2-wheel bike by the end of the week.
Oh, cool.
We also have Take a Kid Sailing Day.
Right.
We had one already that was a huge success this summer at the Niantic Yacht Club, and we have a next session coming up on August 12th.
Okay.
The kids we get great feedback. There's a nice picture of the I Can Bike with one of the volunteers and one of the kids.
I think we're going to take a look at some pictures, so maybe we can talk through the pictures we're looking at.
Yep, so this is I Can Bike, and it's part inside, and there's the sailing day.
Is that sailing day?
Yep, that's the first sailing day this year. And then we also have an inclusive kayaking program in coordination with Three Bells Marina. And that was a baseball game.
Okay.
You know, we have a lot of outings, different outings pop up. We go to Yard Goat games in Hartford and Norwich Navigator games.
Yeah.
And then on a long list of family fun events throughout the whole year. This is the I Can Shine.
The I Can Shine, okay.
Adaptive dance program.
Sure.
More of the dance program with Eastern Connecticut Ballet.
Yeah.
There's our field, there's our basketball program.
Right.
End of every week we do a cheer in the middle of the court with the kids.
Oh, cool.
And volunteers. Right. And some of our other fun events throughout the year.
Right.
We have a sensory friendly trick-or-treat Halloween on the Miracle League field. We have a summer family picnic over at Harkness Park in Waterford. We, as you saw some pictures, we have events at Dodd Stadium and at the Hartford Yard Goats. So as I said, it's more than, even though we have the specially designed baseball field, it's a lot more than just baseball.
Absolutely, well, yeah, absolutely.
One of the focuses of the field, it's not a normal baseball field. It doesn't have grass, doesn't have dirt, doesn't have any mounds. It is a perfectly flat, rubberized, cushioned, synthetic field, which easily can be rolled on by wheelchairs and walkers. And so even the bases are painted on, so that everything is flat, nice big openings into the dugouts. And so it's a great place to hold baseball games and other sporting events.
I was going to say, you and I have walked that field
Yes.
together.
Yes, we have.
Couple times.
And it's easy on the bad knees.
It is. It is. Now, as far as other fundraisers that you guys have coming up, what's on the agenda?
Okay, recently we did one behind us.
Yeah.
Was a gala event at the Mohegan Sun.
Right.
And that's kind of a sit down but not formal type dinner where we have guest speakers,
Yeah.
we have games, and things like that. We have a lot of auctions. We have silent auctions and live auctions. And we've gone to doing that once every 2 years. So we just did one in the winter. We won't do another one of those for 2 years. But coming up this February 3rd
Right.
is going to be a fundraiser also in Mohegan Sun at their cabaret. And it's going to be a couple of magicians doing shows there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it'll be a bar, magicians, some snacks, and just a night of fun for donating to the Miracle League.
Would you mind sticking around for another segment?
I would love to stick around for another
Oh,
segment.
good. Me too. We'll be right back.
Cybersecurity experts at the Federal Trade Commission warn that bad actors can load malware onto public USB charging stations, locking your electronics or exporting personal information like passwords to a scammer's device. To prevent your phone or laptop from being attacked, they suggest using AC power outlets and your own USB cables. And if you plug your device into a USB port and are prompted to share data, trust this computer, or charge only, always select charge only. You can find more travel tips at bbb.org/travel.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
And your words matter too.
Your words matter.
What you say in the hallways at school or in the student section at a game matters.
Words can be hurtful.
Words can be offensive.
Words can leave scars.
Words can also inspire.
Support and uplift.
You and your words.
Are they both important?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti, sitting here with Jim Grogan from the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut and the Oyster Festival. Sir, welcome back.
Thank you, Pete.
Thanks, Jim. So let's open this segment about maybe getting into a little bit of more detail about the Oyster Fest.
Okay, as I said before, and I'll repeat it again.
Yes, please.
Saturday, September 23rd from
Right.
12 noon to 6 p.m. downtown Niantic Main Street, 400 Main Street, behind St. John's Episcopal Church.
Okay.
As soon as you walk in, one of the first thing you'll notice is our band stage. We'll have live bands from noon to 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll also be selling Oyster Festival t-shirts, which go very well. We'll have a brewery corner. And again, the breweries that support us are Niantic Public House.
Yeah.
This is their backyard. Gray Sail Brewing, Outer Light Brewing, 5 Churches, and Meyerstein Ale.
Okay.
And again, Gray Sail and Outer Light donate 100% of their proceeds to the Miracle League, and Niantic Public House is one of these festival sponsors.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Our oyster vendors who have supported us every single year that I've been running this, now this is my 3rd year of running the Oyster Festival, is Niantic-based Shellfish, and he's right in downtown Niantic.
Okay.
Mystic River Oysters, Behan Oyster Farm, Watch Hill Oysters, Sixpenny Oysters, and Cops Island Oysters. And what's nice about these vendors is they've just a different taste to each group of oyster vendors.
Okay.
So you don't get the same style oysters. So a lot of people like to sample different ones from the different vendors.
Right.
And they just generally sell them in groups of 3, 6, or a dozen, and the more you get, the more of a bargain it is.
Okay.
Okay,
And
food trucks.
Yes.
Not just oysters and beer. So some of our long-term also food vendors, Lillian's Cafe, who's also a big sponsor and supporter of both the Miracle League and the Oyster Festival.
Okay.
He comes with clam chowder and wine. He's so far the only vendor that serves wine. So if you want to have wine, you stop at Lillian's Cafe,
Okay.
his tent. Nora's Cupcakes,
Okay.
who also has dairy-free cupcakes and gluten-free cupcakes.
Absolutely.
The Munchie truck, which has a little bit of everything. Hot dogs, hamburgers, they had po' boys last year. We have the cannoli truck, which you recommended. They come again. This is their second year. New to us this year is going to be the Kono flavored ice truck with flavored ice cones. That'll be great for around the kids area.
Absolutely.
Another new one this year will be Hot Rod Cafe's wings. He is known for his wings in this area. And so he's coming to support the Oyster Festival. We have the Beef Fat Fry Guy, another gluten-free opportunity. And we have Short Rib Cafe coming.
Okay.
And right now, possibly we are working with Little Pub to possibly bring in their pizza truck and their lobster roll truck. So we'll see. Within a couple of weeks, I will know if they are definitely coming or not.
Okay.
Also, as I mentioned before, we have the cornhole tournament, which goes on in kind of like in the middle area of our festival. What's nice about that is actually run by one of our major festival donors, Deb Fountain, who's from Fountain and Timmons Real Estate Firm.
Okay.
And she coordinates and runs the whole cornhole tournament. I said we usually have about 4 or 5 cornhole setups. They keep scores of everyone who throws, and there will be prizes in the 2 age categories for first, second, and third throughout the day. And that last 2 years, it's been like constant bags being thrown the whole time. Beer in one hand, bag in the other, except for 12 and under.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right, festival sponsors.
Yes.
At this time, our big sponsors, as I mentioned, Niantic Public House Brewery, since we're running it in their backyard. Black Hawk Fishing this year has come in as a big sponsor.
Okay.
The Fountain Timmons Real Estate, and Jay Johnstone Total Mortgage.
Okay.
We also have Call-In Construction. If anyone would like to be a sponsor, we have openings in the following areas. Festival sponsors is $1,000. Ticket sponsors, $500. Band stage sponsors, $250. Kids Corner sponsor for $200, and Cornhole Tournament sponsor for $250.
Now, if you want to be a sponsor, what does each sponsor level get you?
Okay, well, you get for $1,000 and $500, you get a free T-shirt, Oyster Fest T-shirt. You get we put huge banners throughout downtown Niantic and East Lyme, and you're on there as a festival sponsor. You're on all the banners throughout the whole festival. Any mention of the Oyster Festival online, you'll get your logo on that. Your logo will be on the T-shirt, and everywhere that there's any kind of advertising throughout the festival, you'll have your logo on that.
Oh, nice.
So your logo will be seen, your name will be seen as a festival sponsor. Ticket sponsors also get onto the banners at the Oyster Festival, and they get their name printed on the back of every ticket.
Oh, cool.
Yes. And then Band Stage, Kids Corner, and Cornhole sponsors get their names at each of those. There'll be a banner at the band stage, there'll be a banner at the kids area, and there'll be a banner in front of the cornhole area, and that'll list the people who are sponsoring those events. And all the sponsors get on this one huge banner we have right in the front on the entrance into the festival. Festival, I did mention this before, entry into the festival is free. People do not pay to get into the festival. They pay for the food tickets.
Right.
But it's free, so how do we make money?
That was going to be my next question.
How does the Miracle League make money? I really appreciate what these vendors do for us. We make our money through the vendors.
Right.
Every single vendor donates 25% of their proceeds from that day to the Miracle League. And I said the 2 breweries made the decision to donate 100%, but from every vendor, every oyster vendor, other brewery, and food vendor, we get 25%. So so it is a pretty decent fundraiser for the Miracle League. So if you come to the festival, the more you eat, the more you're supporting the Miracle League.
There you go. And the more cocktails you consume, the more you support the Miracle League.
Yes.
But you got to drink responsibly.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. And now, when you go up and purchase your tickets for the beer or the wine, obviously they're going to card you, and what are they going to put a wristband on you? Or?
Correct. We have nice purple wristbands for everybody.
Okay.
What we do is we have 2 tents to buy your tickets, and there'll be a person walking up and down that, and they ask you if you plan on purchasing beer or wine. You have to show your ID, and you get a wristband as you're walking up to buy your tickets for food.
Okay, so it's pretty well organized.
Yes, this is our 5th year. Still learning some things.
That's okay.
Every year we do some kind of improvement.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've heard. And if people want more information on the Miracle League, where can they go?
There are 2 places.
Okay.
One is on Facebook, the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut.
Okay.
And the other one is just online, miracleleaguesect.org.
Okay. And all the information about the Miracle League is on the website and on the Facebook page.
That is correct.
Okay. Maybe we can, because we've got some more time, maybe we can take a look at the photos again?
Yes, cycle through some of the
Want
pictures
to go through
again.
some of the pictures again, Anne Marie? And can you tell us what we're looking at?
That is the I Can Bike. Part of the program is done indoors on the gym floor, but the end 2 days of the program are actually done outside because the kids have to travel a certain distance on the bicycle to pass. And we have almost 100% pass rate.
Really?
Of kids. And we had one story last year. It's actually one of the women who are on the Miracle League board has a child with autism. And her child was certain she couldn't do it, certain she couldn't do it, certain she couldn't do it, but wanted to try. And at the end of the week, she did it and just was so happy and elated, was just screaming, I did it, I did it, I did it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Next.
Take a look at the next photo. Okay. Oh,
That was the one we skipped by.
there we go.
That was the sailing at the Niantic Bay Yacht Club. Kids go out on these nice small sailboats with the professional sailor, and they just have a blast the whole day. Said we did one in July, and we have another one coming up in a couple of weeks in August.
Okay. And
This is...
that looks like a baseball game.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out if this is the one at the Hartford Yard Goats or the Norwich Navigators. We do have events at both of those. Usually when we go to the Hartford Yard Goats, it's in cooperation with the Miracle League of West Hartford.
Yes.
There are a lot of things we do together. That's one of them. And the picnic we do in August at Harkness, we also do in cooperation with the Miracle League of West Hartford.
Okay. It's another photo of the baseball game.
Yep. Kid enjoying himself. More of the baseball game with their Miracle League shirts on.
There you go.
This is the
ballet.
I Can Shine dance program, adaptive dance program. We have the Eastern Connecticut Ballet helps lead the kids through this. Depending on the program, some of them finish with a big show at the end. Some of them just have a little bit of a demonstration at the end.
Okay.
And this is that same group. And this kind of shows you in the background is our Miracle League field.
That's the field.
As you can kind of see, when I talked about the rubberized synthetic cushioned field, no dirt, everything is flat. It really doesn't show it here how easy it is to get into the dugouts, and their bases are, as I pointed out before, painted. And they're probably on the pitcher's mound right now. The pitcher's mound does not.
I think so.
It is not raised at all. It is perfectly flat.
Yeah, I think that's the...
This way wheelchairs and people with walkers can get around very easily. And every kid who comes to bat is paired together with a high school student who's kind of like their mentor for the day. This is our basketball program. Again, we run this from January through the end of March every year. So last year we had somewhere close to 50 kids from about 15 different towns. We split this into age groups. When we first started this years ago, it was just a 1-hour program, but it kept getting bigger and bigger, so that we divided the younger kids and the older kids. So now it runs from 5 to 6 and then 6 to 7 every Monday night.
In the winter?
In the winter.
So on Monday nights, this is where to find you?
Yep.
Okay.
Me and Dave Putnam.
There you go. This is where to find you guys. Okay. So we're actually going to come back to us, and let's do a recap. We've got a little bit more time left. Let's do a recap of the Oyster Festival one more time.
Oh, I'll be glad to recap the Oyster Festival.
Of course you would.
Saturday, September 23rd from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Downtown Niantic, 400 Main Street, Niantic, behind St. John's Episcopal Church. Entry is free. Got to buy the food tickets, though, and you got to enjoy the food.
Absolutely.
We have 6 oyster vendors, 5 breweries, and a bunch of food vendors that are not oysters.
That's okay.
We also will have live music.
Yeah.
We'll have the kids' corner, and we'll have the cornhole tournament all going on. Come down, enjoy, meet us.
Exactly.
And as I said, everything you buy goes, 25% is going towards the Miracle League. Come support the Miracle League of Southeastern Connecticut.
Absolutely. And one thing we didn't talk about is not only is it you and I on the board of directors for the Miracle League, but there's a whole bunch of other fun people that we hang out with every month.
Yes, it is. Yes, there are.
Yes.
We have a once-a-month meeting, and then different people. As I said, I chair the Oyster Festival.
Yep.
Someone else chairs the gala that happens every now 2 years. Mohegan Sun. Somebody else is chairing the event at the Mohegan Sun Cabaret for the
Cabaret.
With the
Magic show.
Magic show, and other people step in and take charge of other things. And I know we also, I forgot to mention, we do the trick-or-treating every Halloween on the Miracle League. It's a sensory-friendly trick-or-treating on the Miracle League field, which is located behind Flanders Elementary School in East Lyme.
Okay. And that is, where's Flanders Elementary School in East Lyme?
It's on Route 1.
Okay.
Right off Flanders Four Corners, East Lyme.
Okay. Jim Grogan, we're out of time.
That always happens.
It does always happen. Thanks for some time, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
On behalf of Jim Grogan, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks. Good night. We'll see you next week.